Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11 we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
That's right. It is Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. I'm here. It is a PFF Wednesday. Why? The game was Monday night, so therefore the grades came out late Tuesday. I'm still trying to figure out, with what we saw out of him, how the fuck is Aleem in the bottom 5 by PFF defensively? Highest graded defenders. Nick Whiteside was number 1 with 83.9. Jack Campbell, 83.4. Aiden Hutchinson, 83.3. DJ Reader gets up there and he did nothing. No tackles. No tackles for loss. No sacks. No pressures. I don't get this. Safety, Lauren Strickland. Lowest graded one. Tyler Lacey. Brock Yassin, who had a good game. Eric Hallett. Al-Qadim Muhammad, who had a good game, and Aleem McNeil, who did way better than Reader. I don't understand that logic. Good afternoon, Fred. Good to see you, brother. Then our 5 highest graded offensive players was Bené Sewell, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Taylor Decker, who had an awful game, and Ratledge. I could have swore Mahogany did way better than Decker. And then, let's get to the bottom one. Jared Goff was the worst. Jameson Williams was next. Well, I get that. He was targeted 3 times and no catches. David Montgomery, who actually wasn't horrible, but he didn't get to do much because they swarmed the center of that line where he runs through. Sam Laporta and Brock Wright. But Brock Wright had a good game, and Laporta made a couple key first downs. Ricky Seacott, what's up, my brother from another mother? Yeah. Steve says, what's up, JB Morton? This is for all you regulars. Just for you. But, yeah, I like that JB Morton because I did see him up in the press box, and he was bald as a cucumber and had the goatee with the salt and pepper in it, too. I get it. In the wrinkles around the smile line. I get it. I don't think Jared Goff was the worst. He was 20 of 29. Didn't he only have 9 incompletions? It was a 68.3 completion percentage for 242 yards and an actual touchdown. I don't get those numbers. I think it meant that the PFF numbers was off because I thought that's where Taylor Decker belonged. I thought that maybe Ratledge and would be up here. I mean, glad. No problem, Steve. But I do have the entire list of the grades for the entire team, too. Offensive grades. And I got to blow this up for a minute, so I won't be able to start the comment. But, Bené Sewell, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Taylor Decker, Tate Ratledge, Glasgow, and Mahogany, then Khalif Raymond, and then you got Brock Wright. And the reason why people are less, Dan Skipper, Ross Dwelly, Isaac Tesla was lower, but they didn't have 10 snaps. Now, let me get back to the comments because I saw Dwayne King came in. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, Dwayne. I'm going to go to the defensive side of the ball now. Tyler Lacey was the worst at 17 snaps. Rock Ya-Sin was there, and I don't get it because his tackling was an 80.3 and his gave him only a coverage of 43. Uh, Panay Sewell is faster than half of the defensive guys on your team, too. I, I'll talk about Michigan State in a minute. Right now, I'm still covering. Eric Hallett was down there, and I don't get it because he actually had a good game. Patrick O'Connor, only 3 snaps, 2 rush defenses, 1 pass rush. El-Kadim Muhammad, how did he get down there? I don't get this because he had 1.5 sacks. Aleem McNeil, he was pass rushing 37 times. He's not slow as fuck. Stop it. Trey Flowers only got 3 snaps, and Amik Robertson played 69 snaps, and they're saying his tackling was a 38, but his coverage was a 64.9. Derek Barnes, I don't know how he's this low either. He was great. Zach Cunningham only had 3 snaps, but Thomas Harper had a very good game, especially tackling. Arthur Mallett had a great job tackling and in coverage. Tyleek Williams did good on both sides, according to this. Alex Anzalone, I thought he'd have been ranked lower because I saw him missing some stuff. Roy Lopez being up there, that's kind of weird. Lauren Strickland at 78, tackling was high and his coverage. DJ Reader, I don't know how they gave him that score. I'm sorry, I'll disagree with you all day on that, John. If Michigan State scores 14 points, they'll be lucky. Their quarterback's awful. They got no wide receivers. That was a great run. Either way, that took him down to the 5-yard line on that play, and then he spun out of the one tackle and made the touchdown with Gibbs. That was a great series. Let's face it, they had 4 sacks. But right now, the current playoff picture is right here. Right now, Green Bay is the number 1 seed. Um, I don't think smelling salts are illegal. They're used whenever anybody is kind of semi out of it. I don't think smelling salts are illegal. But I could be wrong because that's supposed to be in every first aid kit. The second seed is San Francisco. The third seed is Philly. The fourth seed is Tampa Bay. Then it's Detroit, Seattle, and LA. I never heard anything about smelling salts being illegal because I've seen it used when people are concussed to snap them out of it for years. You can say the damn half game, but I said it would come back to bite us in the ass because it has to do with winning percentage. Not really. He's just not utilized. He has 2 touchdowns. I don't know what else you expect more out of a 3rd-round pick in his first year that doesn't get used but 9 to 10, maybe 20 snaps a game. And on that touchdown pass that was trying to go to him, the guy held him at the 1 yard line. That wasn't called. So like that, the tit for tat call was not calling Tyrus Wheat for tripping on Baker. So it was a tit for tat. Both of those are missed calls on each side of the ball. That happens all the time. Okay. Whatever you say, John, we'll leave it alone. But how great was that Spider-Man Superman Selly? That was awesome. Yep, same here. Both teams had 6 penalties, and they were penalized for less yardage. So I'm not going to bitch about the refereeing. It is what it is. There's missed calls all the time in every game. There's bad calls all the time in every game. It's just horrible when one team gets a bunch of bad calls and the other team gets none. But that's another story. So that being said, they were debating about JJ McCarthy, and I disagree with getting rid of him. I think they're doing the right thing by hiding him as long as that O line is trash and injured. Until they start protecting Wentz, I wouldn't put JJ back in. That's just my opinion on it. All right, Pat. Make sure you guys hit that like button because that's important. Gets us out there. But that's basically the news because we're on the bye week. It's rest week. Pretty soon we'll start hearing about who's coming back for the Lions. I don't know if they are. They should be because Darnold looks good out there in Seattle. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate you. Because I'm trying to grow both channels, mine and the Huddle Sports Network. So if you're a member of mine, please follow them. They have other shows. Some go live into ours. Hey, look at that. We got Ken the Bear fan. Oh, no, it's Ken the Packer fan.
I was gonna say, don't you ever insult me like that, saying I'd like a sucky ass team like the Bears.
I knew it was one of them. All I saw was Ken right away. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to the chat. But I did say, I think you were more in my camp. As long as the O line's trash, you don't start JJ. You let Wentz get beat the hell up and let him get broken.
Yeah, yes and no. Like, preferably, if you knew the offensive line was going to be that bad, I would have just started him right off the bat. But since you're kind of Peter and JJ in and out, granted because of injuries and that, I have a hard time going off of a quarterback once you've already started them.
I know. I just think that's what they're doing, and because of that O-line.
Very well could be, or it could be the fact of with him having the multiple injuries, we want to make sure this sumbitch is 100% before we put him out there.
And have the guys missing on the O-line healthy, too, when he was playing better. So, yeah, I think it's a double. I was saying because I looked at the stats, and Reeder did absolutely nothing. And I don't know how PFF ranked him so high. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see what his PFF grade was.
You'll be shocked. DJ Reeder was our 5th best at an 81.1, and I don't get it. He did nothing. No tackles for loss, no sacks, no pressures. That was all Aleem, 54.
Yeah, this is why I have a major issue with PFF.
Usually they're really good about trenches, though. Usually they're really good, and how they had him in the top 5 and Aleem in the bottom 5. When Aleem had 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 assisted, led 5 total tackles in the game, and had a pressures.
Oh, it's okay. They had Jenkins and Morgan for the last game ranked terribly when shit. I thought it was a pretty decent performance from him from the eye test.
And I'm going to say it now, that secondary that was out there was Legion of Whom 2.0. Because every time you heard somebody make a play, and a lot of them were not Amik Robertson. That's the only guy out of our starting 5 for nickelback, both corners, and both safeties that was out there. Amik had the great punch out. I think it was on Sterling Shepard that we recovered.
Oh, yeah.
Tyrus Wheat, a practice squad player that, a waiver wire pickup at the beginning of the season because we knew Marcus Davenport would be out before the season was done. But he had 1.5 sacks. In one game, he got more sacks than Marcus Davenport in 2. Just saying.
Man.
But at the same time, while Tesla was getting separation, the guy at the 1-yard line reached and grabbed his jersey. You saw it live on TV. Yanked him back so he couldn't get to the ball, and the ref is right there and no call.
Doesn't it suck? Dude, I've seen that shit so many times just watching these guys get slung all around and rough this far from them. Oh, that looked clean to me. But then when one of your guys goes to do it, they'll touch them like fucking this. And oh my God, you got 50 flags flying on the field.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
Believe me, ever since Rodgers left, that shit's been happening to us like crazy.
Drives you nuts, don't it? Here, let's
do it. Massive.
That a little better. That a little better for you.
Yeah, we're gonna say now I don't feel like Kyler Murray over here.
I was trying to make you look like Kyler Murray. It was on purpose.
The sad thing is I'm probably about the same height as Kyler Murray with my fucked up spine.
Oh, Jesus.
But I will say, I am massively impressed with how Jacoby Brissett looked. Like, we all know how much I like Kyler Murray, and I advocate for him all the time. But since Jacoby Brissett has come into that offense, it looks a lot better.
They damn near pulled it off. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, that sack by Parsons saved your game.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I think Green Bay Packer fans will start hearing the end to, oh, that trade wasn't worth it. You paid him too much money.
I know.
You see, he's got the highest pressure rate in the league, even with having the bye week mixed into there. He's starting to rack up sacks now, and he's been great against the freaking run. The whole thing of, oh, Green Bay's run defense is going to go in the toilet. Micah Parsons can't run. The way to beat him's run directly at him. Oh, it ain't working out too well for him. I never would have thought I'd live to see the day that Green Bay has the number one rush defense.
Hey, and you know what? You turn. I am not going to say anything, but at the same time, Fred, you got to look at the whole picture. He's done a lot. I'm not going to say it wasn't worth it, but I'm going to say the draft capital wasn't worth it. The pay was, the draft capital wasn't. That's just me.
Yeah, see, I was happy as shit for 2 first-round picks and an aging Kenny Clark for Micah Parsons in his prime. Absolutely, it was all for that. It just sucks that Kenny's now injured because, yeah, he's not on the team anymore and all of that, but he was an important part for us for many years and played well for us for many years. Sucks to see that happen to him. Fred, I would not expect any less from you, buddy. Man, I think your Lions fans are starting to love me now too, JB. Oh. Though I do got to say that fireball there that you got for your birthday is pretty cool. Now, granted, we all know that I don't like the Lions,
Right.
but I'd be all for something like that in Green Bay.
Oh yeah, I'm quite sure that's going to be happening. You know, but it's only going to be sold in the state where your team is, so you're going to have to go to Wisconsin to get it, or have somebody pick it up for you.
Yeah, it's a good thing I know a John motherfucking Dorn.
The pressure is for them to make the Super Bowl, and it is a this year window. I don't care what anybody says. We're pushing for the Super Bowl window type of trade because of the draft capital you gave up.
I'd say it's this year or next year window, but yeah, I at bare minimum want to see us in the NFC Championship. And I do mean bare minimum, because I'm not going to be super ecstatic that we made it to an NFC Championship, because we've done that quite a few times. I want to see us actually advance past that. Oh yeah. Hey, John Dorn has his own fan club, and he's quite the man to get everybody riled up. Because let me tell you, even I've fallen for some of his trolling before. Shit, he had a master class of it like 2 weeks ago or something like that on one of the Packers shows. And at first, man, I bought all the way in like, there's no way you could be talking like that. And then I started to see the freaking cracks. Oh, did you happen to see that they're going to be moving the Pro Bowl instead of the weekend before the Super Bowl to during the week of the Super Bowl?
That's even more stupid.
Yep.
If you want players to play in the Super Bowl from the Super Bowl teams, it needs to be either after the Super Bowl or like every other major all-star showcase middle of the season.
I prefer after the Super Bowl personally. Now, granted, that's the way I grew up with it, so I'm going to be partial to it. But I don't know if I like mid-season, because how many times have we seen guys come on late in the season and make their case to be in the Pro Bowl at the end?
And yet we beat a 5-1 team, John. I'm not even worried about the game. You play what's on your schedule. Once the games are done, they're done, win or lose. It's the way I've been my entire fandom.
Oh, you haven't found a way to do the Superman spin around the world backwards yet to turn back time?
No, sir.
Oh, damn it. You got to find that out and show me. because there's quite a few NFC championships I'd like to go relive. Yeah, Steve, I'm right there with you with all the contest stuff that they used to do, the quarterback challenges and all that. That stuff was entertaining.
That's what I watch is the 3 days before. I don't watch the Pro Bowl. I watch the stuff live when it's happening with the challenges.
Yep.
Because that's way more entertaining. The one I hope they get rid of is the closest to the pin challenge for golf because that has absolutely nothing to do with football. I'm in the process of making a Wayback Machine. It'll be a 2-seater. It's funny you say that because last night we do have to talk about something serious outside of football because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But I'm wondering why a disease that affects 99.9% of women is the only one that gets an awareness month.
Well, in recent years they've changed it to be pretty much Cancer Awareness Month.
Good, but I'm just saying we never had a prostate cancer month.
Right? Yeah. But look at the difference in appeal. Somebody says save the prostates, you're just going to be looking at them kind of weird. But somebody says save the boobies, everybody gets on board with that.
Yeah, men, trans men, and women alike.
Oh, it wouldn't be a show with us if it didn't go off the rails.
I agree with that. Love has a better personality than what Aaron Rodgers had so far.
See, I loved Rodgers' personality. Because of how skilled he was, I love it when you got a guy like that not only shows you in the game, but tells you beforehand and afterhand how much better he is than you and rubbed it all in your face. I do like how Love is a little more respectful and all that, but I wish he had just a little bit more of that cockiness to him. Like when he trolled Prescott there at the end of that playoff game by doing his "here we go" shit. I thought that was freaking beautiful, and I'd love to see some more perfectly timed shit like that from Love.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we got to see more of him, is what it is.
No, it was after his second MVP run. That's when he got total douchebaggy-ish. You know I'm not wrong.
I mean, if you paid attention to Rodgers, you saw all that stuff beforehand. It wasn't as prominent.
Right.
But yeah, after that,
subtle.
I think it was, okay, I'm done playing nice for the media, anybody like that. I'm just giving you the unfiltered shit now.
But yeah, those grades by PFF on the defensive line, it's the first time I've disagreed with them all season on Lions play. Because so far I've been able to look, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Today to see Aleem McNeil on the bottom and DJ Reader on the top, I was like, wow.
His family is a very convoluted family. There's a lot of things that go on with that it doesn't shock me that there's a lot of malcontent between the family members. That's one of those families where everything looks great on the outside, but once you know all the individuals involved, you're like, oh, okay, that family is fucked up. Yep, that's my major issue is when they differ from the eyeball test. Because I've seen more than a few times you got guys that look great during the, well, not great, but look good during the game, and then get absolutely dogged by PFF.
I think that happens a lot, especially when people from the ghettos end up in the NFL. I'm not going to say the ghettos. He had a wealthy family, and he
Yeah, yeah.
came
He
from
grew up in
Santa
suburbia.
Clara, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Near San Francisco, I thought it, or Oakland. I thought it was Santa Clara.
Yeah, it was some upscale neighborhood somewhere
May
there.
have even been Santa Barbara, for all I know.
Yeah. Because his father was a chiropractor or something like that, and a minister. And there's weird stuff going on all around there. At least allegedly. Obviously, I have no intricate workings of what's going on there, but from the reports I hear.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hey, I'm right there with you, PC Payload, or the artist formerly known as.
Oh, I wasn't trying to use it as lazy. That's why I disputed it. I look at it, and when it's right, it's right. Oh yeah, wasn't his
Yeah,
brother?
yeah. He was on The Bachelor, and they kind of made a spectacle about Aaron Rodgers being his brother and all that, and they kind of set Rodgers up to look bad, knowing that he wasn't going to be there.
Yep.
I think that's what helped really break open the rift between them, because there was already a rift to start with, and then when you take somebody like Rogers that is a massively private person to start with and start airing that stuff out, I think that was the death blow. That was one of those. Well, there might have been some hope, but since you wanted to try and make me look like a jackass, you can kiss my ass.
My grandkids play golf and lacrosse. Mom doesn't want to play football, and they're not interested in baseball. Hey, that's fine. I don't care about parents that don't want their kids to play football. I get it. It is a violent sport, and
Yes, but lacrosse is also pretty violent too.
yes, it is. And I'll tell you what, get hit one time with one of those sticks or the ball, and you're going to know how violent that sport is. Because I don't care what the padding is, it it nails you.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's a rising sport. It finally has a professional league. It just isn't very televised. I think I seen it on ESPN Ocho. What up, though? Lions rule, Bears rule, Packers are green, and Fools go Packers, and the Vikings are actually queens. That's awesome. But you know what? You can say all that, but at the same time, how many high school football teams do you see, and how many high school lacrosse teams do you see?
You got a high school football team in just about every high school. Now, granted, you do have a few that don't have it for whatever reason, but most of the time, if they got some type of sports thing, football's going to be there.
Even in the schools where they have low populations, they have actually taken those districts and put them into one region and made them have 7-on-7 football like arena. You've seen it. There's actually 7-on-7 leagues, and they play Iron Man football. I'm not wrong.
Oh, that's freaking great. Oh my god, I would love to freaking see a game of 7-on-7 high school.
Northern Michigan, from Houghton Lake up to into the UP, right close to Wisconsin, they have 7-on-7 football, except in the bigger populated schools, they have full 11-on-11, 53-man to 70-man rosters.
Oh, shit.
I believe, let's see, trying to think, Sheboygan, they have a regular football team, but one of the smaller schools in the outskirts actually is a 7-on-7.
Steve, you sure got a lot of faith in that bet, because I sure don't.
Which bet was that?
That the Giants were going to end up with a better record than the Lions.
It's not even close right now.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Aren't they 2-5?
Yeah, they either have 2 wins or 3, something like that.
I think it's 2. Packers barely beat the terrible Bengals team at home and barely beat a crap Cardinals team and horrible Cowboys. Tied a horrible Cowboys and lost to the Browns. Yet the Browns tell us what is impressive again. They beat us week 1. That's their most impressive.
I was just about to say, JB, there's one win you're missing there, Mitch.
But at 0-0, all bets were even. So I'll give it that. They did not beat a team with a winning record at that time. We at least beat the Bucs that were 5-1.
I'm pretty sure the Cardinals were 1-0 when we faced them. Or not the Cardinals, Commanders. That's who I meant.
Yeah, they played the Giants. That don't count.
Hey, what did the record say? You can only play who's on your schedule, man.
I know. But they were 1-1 after you played, so that's not a winning record anymore. Because that's what you said about the other one that we played that had a tied record or less.
That I said?
Well, Dorn.
Okay. I was going to say, there's a huge difference. I might go to the Dorn School of Homerism, but we're not the same guy yet.
I know.
And you like how I put in yet.
Yeah, I know. You're not there yet because I know as soon as you win the division, that's when you're going to go back to the old 10 that I remember.
Yeah.
But if the Lions win it again and it's a 3rd year in a row, you'll be the first one to say congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hey,
I'm
more than willing to take it when I'm on the bad end, but you better be ready and willing to take it when I'm on the given end, which you are.
Hey, I honored our bet.
Mm-hmm. Just like for Thanksgiving, we got a truffle shuffle going on again.
Yes, we do.
3 song turns.
Okay. Well, we did the same thing last year. The first one was 1. The second one was 3.
Yep.
So I'm not backing off of the challenge because I think we're gonna slap the dog snot out of you in our house.
Well, just don't.
Because I said to begin the season, I said I want the Lions to win. Remember this? I said this in the preview. I said, but week 1 we might lose.
Gee,
Never gonna catch you.
I was gonna say, we ain't going that far with it. We might be friends and all, but that's where that shit ends.
Nope. I've always been a pitcher.
Well, you mean you don't want to moonlight as a whiteout? Yeah. Well, we got ourselves an Aaron Rodgers this week, and I'm all looking forward to the game, and I generally think we're going to win. The only thing that has me worried that Keyshawn Nixon decided to open his fucking mouth and say that he's going to talk shit to Rodgers and piss him off. Dude, you have no idea what a pissed off Aaron Rodgers does. You're really you're going to stoke that fire. You're going to find out why they call them the boogeyman. Thanks.
Do you know why I'm going to pick the Steelers this week? So Rodgers can become the 5th person to beat all 32 teams.
Nope. We're stopping that. Hey, we all know me. I absolutely love Aaron Rodgers and all. But this week, he can go fuck himself.
Moonlight. Oh, that being said, we're sitting at 5-2, right? And I remember when you asked me in the NFC North preview show, he goes, "What do you expect your record to be at week 8?" I said 4-3 or 5-2 right off the rip, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, and I think one of those losses are week 1.
Oh, yeah, that's like I've been saying like since the preview show there. I think whoever wins this division ends up with 13 wins, and that's what takes it.
I said at the minimum 12.
Yeah, I could see 12 just for how hard nosed this division seems to be this year, and with the division games at the back end, you don't know what's going to happen.
Minnesota at 3-3, Bears at 4-2, Lions at 5-2, and the Packers at 4-1-1.
Ah, man, it's nice only having one loss on your record.
And a tie.
Is it a loss? Is it a loss?
Hey, I'm not saying that. It isn't a win. It isn't a win either.
Hey, but it's not a loss. That's all that matters.
So technically, you have 2 non-winning games just like us.
Hey, technically, we only have one game that we lost, unlike you.
I know. I just like pointing that out that it's not a win either.
Yeah. Hey. Well, that's why it has its own category.
It is, and I think I said it best. And they said, "Why are there ties in football?" I said, "Well, there's ties in basketball, and there's ties in frickin' hockey too." I will be rooting for a Packers and Steelers tie.
Don't you put that would be on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh, that would actually move you down, possibly not only to second place. Oh wow, that would be huge.
Yeah, no, I do not want to play for any more freaking ties. One tie, sure, because it helps statistically and all that with the standing nonsense. But shit, I am so glad Jordan Love, as he was going off the field, gave freaking Matt LaFleur the stank eye when he was going to go kick that field goal at the end of the game. Like, dude, there ain't no way in hell that we're going to tie another game. Well, you might want to check the standings, because not only is Green Bay the number 1 seed in the NFC North, but they're the number 1 seed in all of the NFC.
Yes, that's exactly right, Moonstar.
No, I'm not up for that one, because that kicker in Dallas is an absolute monster.
Oh yes, 2 ties, that would be crazy, and it would be fun. Thank you, Moonscar, for being an administrator of my page for the comments, because it helped keep the crazies out. I'm going to go off camera for us a little bit because Mother Nature is calling. Keep the conversation rolling, Ken.
Right. Oh, shit. And of course, you got Mitch coming in with Green Bay's losing. All right. Now, question to the bearded Packer. What's your perception of Brian Branch in light of his suspension? Do you believe he's a troublemaker or just that he got caught up in the moment? I am going to say Brian Branch and Quay Walker for Green Bay had the same exact issues. Is that, yes, they are high energy guys that bring a lot of aggressiveness, which I like, but they also tend to do stupid shit that gets them into some major trouble. We saw from Quay that he was able to actually fix that, but now you're seeing Brian Branch have to go through that moment. Now, hopefully, he gets his emotions under control with it, but you can't be having dudes going out there punching guys just like you can't have Quay Walker out there shoving training staff. And what is up there, Broski Bear?
What's going on, Ken? How you doing, man?
Oh, not too bad. See, you can't hop on a show without me being here.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to have some logical conversations with people, you know? Yeah, man. So Lions did what I thought they would. They took care of business against Tampa. It looks like Lions, I believe, have a bye week coming up, and then they play the bye Queens.
Yep.
They should thoroughly obliterate the bye queens. You know,
I'm gonna assume that they're gonna, because
Yeah.
it kind of seems like the Queen's season is circling the drain at the moment.
yeah. Yeah, it seems like they're on the verge of being flushed. Like they're just like hanging on. You know, they play tough. Like, hey, I'll give them credit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, KOC is a good coach. The team plays hard. They're just, you know, they have too many issues. You know, O-line, quarterback. You know, I don't know where else you want to go with it, but they got some. You know, they play tough, but it's not enough. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
broski.
JB, how you doing?
Good. Okay, now what was that thing you were talking about? What team?
We were talking about the Vikings circling the drain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we feel like they're on the verge of being flushed. Like they're playing tough. They play with heart. You know, they're a well coached team, but there's only so much you could do when you're not getting the production from your quarterback and your O line. I mean,
yeah, there's more than a few Vikings fans that I've talked to that are thinking that they're going to end up with a top 10 pick this year.
yeah. I mean, the Lions should take care of them in 2 weeks. But yeah, other than that, man, 4-1-1 Packers, man. I mean, shit.
Number one in the NFC.
Oh man, that tie.
Yeah, that tie that everybody talks so much shit about seems to be helping.
Yeah. That big lead you guys got, huh?
Hey, like Dom said, it don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Well,
Yep.
we'll see where we are like week 16. But yeah, man, the NFC West, I think 3 of the 4 teams are 5-2, if I'm not mistaken.
I think San Francisco leads it because they have wins over both of them. Right? They beat the Seahawks and the Rams, but yes, they all have the same record.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cardinals are bottom of the division.
Mm-hmm. And what's great, DC Payload, I don't reside anywhere near Wisconsin. I'm all the way out here in New York, so I could give a shit less about the other teams that Green Bay has or doesn't have. I'm just a Packer fan. I could care less what goes on with Wisconsin. Sports-wise, let me phrase that properly. Not saying I want them to disappear or anything.
Who are the Packers playing this week?
We have the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers.
Is that in Pittsburgh or Green Bay?
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we haven't won a regular season game in Pittsburgh since the 70s.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, actually, the last time that Green Bay won in Pittsburgh was October 12th, 1970.
Wow.
3 days after I was born.
Well,
man, you really are an old Billy Goat.
It's a 55-year curse for you now.
How are we gonna say you know about long-standing curses, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You think Aaron Rodgers is going to be up for that game?
Oh, absolutely. Especially since Nixon had to open his freaking mouth and say some moronic shit.
It's good to see everybody here. I really enjoy it when we all get together and talk football. Steve always has some good takes in the comments. Does Purdy or Jones go elsewhere? I think Jones does because they just signed Purdy to that massive contract and he can go nowhere.
That's why I wouldn't be surprised if it's Purdy that ends up going to some quarterback needy team. Because Jones, you might be able to get him for less money than what they gave Purdy, and he seems to be doing at least at the same level as Purdy or better.
But next year is the first year of the big dead cap. They take $120 million in dead cap if they get rid of him.
Ooh.
And they're already almost over the cap already. They can't.
Man, it's almost like they shouldn't have signed Purdy to that long-term deal like we were saying, huh?
Yeah. I said it was all smoke and mirrors because he's only good when everybody's on the team.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you never sign a quarterback without an arm to a contract like that. Never sign a running back without speed to a big contract either. That's what I kept telling Panthers fans with this Chuba Hubbard signing last year. I'm like, you're giving a slow running back with no shiftiness, no breakaway speed, like a $11 million a year deal. Like, that's not good. And then look what happens. They discover Rico Dowdle this season, and now they're not going to be able to keep Rico because they signed Chuba. So go figure.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's all upside down. These massive contracts expected by people
Yeah.
for past performances,
Yep.
when not looking at the totality of the performances.
It's a good call, JB.
What is the problem with GMs today?
Yeah, yeah. It's not a charity. It's a business, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you past performance is past performance, man. You don't reward them for that. You reward them for what you think they can do now and going forward.
It's just like when Goff first got his contract, and it looked like a $53 million average per year. But when you broke it down and you took out the signing bonuses and this, that, and the other, it actually was a $48 million per year. And now it looks like a deal with the way he's played the last 2 seasons.
Yeah. Well, I hear that, man.
And I'm not defending Goff. I'm defending Brad Holmes and Matt Dunstall, the guy that does the contract. That's what I'm defending.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, man. As much shade as I've thrown at Brad Holmes, like, yeah, I mean, like I said, this year is like, seeing how the season's going. Like, I'm pretty much stopping that stuff now because the Lions, to me, have proven that they've elevated their franchise. A bad season for them going forward is going to be like 9 or 10 wins. And unless Goff gets hurt, they're definitely going to have more than that this year. So, I mean, congratulations on like, just overall raising the floor of your franchise, and honestly just elevating the entire franchise to like another tier.
The only thing that I would say that the Lions should do is at the end of this year draft themselves some type of quarterback to start to take the reins a couple years down the line.
For sure. I think you talked about that this offseason, Ken. Like, yeah, definitely, man. They should get that guy in the building. Let him sit a couple years, but get him in the door. Yeah,
because it's not like Goff's a spring chicken. Now, I don't expect him to retire tomorrow or anything, but that's why I'd want to bring the quarterback in now. That way, you got 2-3 years of letting him sit and study from Goff.
I hear that.
Because that's one thing I never take away from Goff. He's got it between the ears, and he knows offense and defense inside and out. It's some of his physical traits that I have the issues with.
I hear you. I do hear that. But, yeah, man, I'm curious to see if good old Lamar Jackson plays this week or not.
If he does, is it really going to make that much of a difference with how bad that defense is?
I mean, I really don't know what to say. Like, honestly, like, their defense is terrible. Bears aren't to the point where they can really be a lock to win any game. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I kind of think he's going to be out, though, because you get those hamstrings, man. It's a bad injury. I mean, that could be 6 to 8 weeks, and it's only been like 3? So he could be out this week. But anyway.
Not all quarterbacks are like your Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers that play late 30s, 40s.
Yeah, that's still an anomaly. Not everyone could be Joe Flacco.
Next year, Goff is 30, if I remember right. He turns 29 this year, correct?
I don't remember his exact age.
But I do want to say one thing. Happy birthday, Brian Branch, today.
Is he getting that birthday inside of the Lions jail cell, or what's going on here?
He'll be back on the field next week.
Juju Smith sending him an edible arrangement for his birthday.
Nope.
Yeah, I fully believe we're restructuring Goff's contract at the end of this year. because there's no way they're going to let it be a balloon payment of $69 million to have it drop to 18 the following year.
Yeah, that's
they'll average it out and stretch it out.
Goff's 31 years old.
He's 30 now.
He's 31. He's 31. Yeah.
So he was born in 2004.
1994.
1994. Okay.
Birthday is October 14th. But yeah, man.
Sure, and then it just came out that Jaden Daniels is expected to miss Monday night. I mean, granted, we kind of assumed it, but it's official now. Hey, well, happy early birthday there, Mitch. And
happy early birthday, Mitch.
And mine is Friday.
The 25th, right?
4th.
Okay. Saturday is my son.
That just reminded me. My buddy's got a birthday today, and I got to message him.
Who else's birthday is around the corner, Ken?
We've got Rob's birthday that's around the corner on the 30th. And then isn't yours in the beginning of November?
Nope, 27th.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're in between Rob and I.
Yeah.
And then
I'm kind of gay, but yeah.
and don't forget, before that, you got Ken the Bear Fan on the 18th, the same as Caleb Williams, LGBTQB1.
Wow.
Just saying.
Favorite color, hot pink. Favorite color, hot pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he have fucking pink nails for this last game?
Yeah, he did again. He's doing the hot pink. I guess he wants to match the color of his G-string. I don't know.
Oh, man! Now I see why the Bears tagline is "Bear Down." They knew Caleb was coming.
He's the only thing holding it. I mean, not the only thing, but he's definitely holding the team back at this point. So hopefully he can get it together, man.
Yeah, it's been a great show, guys. And you know what? I'm not even doing the sponsors. I'm just going to put up one thing. The basement dwellers. They're skull fucked at 3-3.
Yep.
And
grab them by their French braids.
We're coming live out of Flint, where the water's shit, but the tires are good.
That will never get old.
That will never get old.
I know, Yoli. I'm working on it. Been a rough year. That's putting it mildly.
Yeah. Cause you had your fun in the beginning of the year. I'm having my fun now. Granted, not to the extent of your fun, but still, yay.
All right, dudes. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you, Broski. Have a great day. And as always, try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody in the chat, and to you, Ken the Bear Fan, also known as
Ken the Packer Fan. Damn it!
Oh yeah, I did
Get it right, Cage Kitty. Stop trying to call me a fucking Bears fan.
Okay, Kitty Ken.
Cage Kitty, I'm going to start calling you a Vikings fan then.
That wouldn't work. Because if the Lions got to the Super Bowl, everybody would be afraid they'd win one, unlike Minnesota.
I don't know. You could choke like them.
Ken's a Bear fan.
That ain't ever happened. I'd stop watching football first.
Next home game, yeah, that's the bobblehead.
Freaking quarterback.
Have a great night, day, everybody. See you tonight on the NFL Roundtable Talk.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.